What is going on, everyone? Riddick here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Trick or Treat Studios Halloween Ends mask. Here it is, the Halloween Ends mask. And we'll explain what's going on here with this mask, for those that don't know, in just a minute, because we're going to go ahead and set things up to get a real up close and detailed look at this mask. And I'll also throw up some photos of Warren, like in full costume with the mask on, so you can get an idea what it looks like in costume. So yeah, let's get up close and really take a look at this bad boy. Alright, so here we go. We're going to look at it in a lit situation, and then we'll take a look at it in obviously a stylized lighting situation. So here's just a regular light. You see like this white fuzz on the side of his face here. It's supposed to represent mildew, mold, and there are scenes like in the TV commercials where he's kind of like in a bunch of cobwebs, so it could be that too. But that's what that's supposed to be. And it is actually accurate to the movie, because there's been some screenshots we've seen, behind the scenes screenshots that we have seen, that the mask does look like that on that side, so it's not just some random thing they did. It's supposed to be that way. There we go with the clean side. Well, clean as it can be side, right? Back a little bit. Obviously, I don't have the mask stuffed, but it's just sitting on a paper towel holder right now. I noticed something new with this mask too that we'll look at in a second, after we're done really looking it over. But I think as far as mass-produced mask by Trick or Treat Studios, this by far and wide looks the best of the trilogy. People have been taking some really, brightly lit photos, and clearly this is in bright light right now too, but I think even in this bright light it looks pretty good for all intents and purposes. But when you really get into like nighttime setting or light the mask properly, then you're really talking. So let's go ahead and try and do that next. So as you can see, when you're lighting the mask properly, it really is quite good. I think it's going to be a done deal that it's my personal favorite out of the trilogy of masks from these movies, as far as the Trick or Treat Studios production goes. But I think it looks really great. So let's take a look at these Warren photos that I did. And I took them outside so that we are in natural lighting. So let's take a look at these Warren photos right now. I think that you'll be surprised at how it looks. So there you go. Saw the Warren photos. And that should hopefully show you guys that when you're going to actually wear this, especially if you're out at night in it, or evening for that matter, it's going to look really good. I know guys are still going to get it rehauled and all that stuff, but quite frankly, right out of the box, it's ready to go. I very much dig it, man. Very much dig it. So there you go. Oh, and one last thing I wanted to point out that I had mentioned, that Trick or Treat Studios now is putting this little stamp inside their mask, which is kind of neat. They probably may have started doing this with other masks, but I just, you know, this is the first mask that I own that they actually did that with. So, something different. They didn't used to do that. Alright, so there it is. The Halloween Ends mask. I think it's probably one of, in fact, I'm going to go ahead and say it. This is the best of the trilogy of masks that Trick or Treat Studios has put out. I know they're using the movie molds, but as far as paint work and just overall presentation, you know, in really bright light, it looks kind of crazy, right? But when you have it lit right and it looks the way it does, like you've seen in natural light, in costume, what that looks like, it looks really good, especially for a mass-produced mask. So, in my honest opinion, this is the best out of the trilogy of masks they've put out for the recent movies. Yeah, very cool. With that said, we'll catch you all down the road.